All right, bang. Today is Tuesday. It is August 25th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Snake Draft Tuesday. We got two guests on Zoom. We got Jeff D. Lowe. We got Frank the Tank. And we are ready for the flash in the pan / one-hit wonder draft. Listen, a lot of debate on how this should have gone. But first and foremost, Jeff D. Lowe, welcome back to the draft.
Thank you. I'm pumped. Very excited to be back.
So, my Frank, welcome back. How are you today, Frankie?
Thanks. I'm doing well.
We had you on a little bit of a delay. We apologize.
Can you hear me now?
No. Like we're running a little late. I know you're a busy guy. Right. But I'm glad to have you back, Frank.
It's been a little while.
It has.
Yes.
It has. All right. So there are 5 subcategories. There's musical artist, there's athlete, there's movie star, there's trends / fads, and then there's miscellaneous. And musical artist / musical group, obviously. Any questions, comments, concerns before we get going here?
Nope. I don't think so.
No, I think it's pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I think longevity of a flash in the pan is pretty subjective, though. So we shall see.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to veto either, right? Like, I think if you make a bad call, you make a bad call.
Yeah, definitely.
I would think so.
Right?
Yeah. No, I think you're right. So on that note, let's just do the order then. All right, Frank, Lance is number 1 through 5 behind his back. What number is it?
4.
Yes.
All right, Frank, which pick do you want?
I'll take the first one.
All right.
Okay.
1 through 4, Jeff.
2.
No.
Chief.
3.
No.
Dave.
1.
I'll go third.
All right, 1 through 3 to me. 3.
Yep.
I will go. I'll go 5th.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
1 or 2, Jeff.
2.
Yep.
I'll go 2.
All right. That puts you in the 4 slot, Chief. Hey, before we get into today's draft, I want to talk about Roback Activewear. Best fit, best feel. Summer's here, and if your wardrobe isn't ready for it, Roback's gotcha. No excuses. Yeah, you know Roback for their polos and hoodies, but their sweater polo is something people are sleeping on. I know Roback is not what comes to mind when you hear sweater polo, but trust me on this one, guys. It's stretchy, incredibly comfortable, and it just looks clean. Roback snuck this one up on everybody. Separately, the Roback shorts, everyday shorts, are an all-around perfect summer short. I'm not overthinking it, neither should you. Great fit, great feel, works for everything. Elastic waistband for the comfort, but appearance of a nicer short if you want to dress it up. Barbecue, errands, night out, you name it. Roback just gets it. Perfect time for both of those. Listen, we still got some summer left for those everyday shorts, and fall's around the corner, so you need that hoodie. So check out that sweater polo. Use code Chicago on Roback.com for 20% off your first purchase through the end of this week. That's spelled RHOBACK.com. Sweater polos, everyday shorts, and everything else. 20% off with code Chicago. Go check it out, guys. That promo code does expire at the end of the week, so jump on it now. Also, guys, something big is coming. On September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with massive deals, exclusive deals, and an all-day celebration built for sports fans. The countdown has begun. All roads lead to game day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states. That means from Texas to California to Florida, every fan is in on the excitement. One app, every sport, all 50 states. DraftKings Game Day is yours. Remember the date. September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, a new era, the biggest day in sports history. Get pumped. Get ready to celebrate. New DraftKings customers, sign up with code DOGWALK, spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. Includes all markets. That's code DOGWALK in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. So without further ado, the flash in the pans / one-hit wonder draft. Frank the Tank, you are on the clock.
Well, I'm going to start off with an athlete, Mark the Bird Fitch. I mean, this guy burst onto the scene. He was actually on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine. He was a global phenomenon. He's starting the All-Star game, Rookie of the Year. I mean, just absolute. Everyone's talking about the Bird. The Mark the Bird Fidrich probably for just became this like rookie pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. Had this like one great year, then he gets injured horsing around in the next spring training, and he never is even good. Like, and by like 1980, he's basically on the road to being out of baseball.
Frank, you're too young to have seen him play, right?
Yeah, I'm too young to see him
Yeah.
play.
My
But I
dad's
remember-
got he's told me story. I had never heard of him because he's such a flash in the pan. It's not like some guy that had a storied career that your dad tells you about. But my dad would talk about him because he was such a one-hit wonder. They'd have like 3,000 people at Old Tiger Stadium, except from when Mark the Bird was pitching that year. They'd have 55,000 people there.
I mean, the fact that he is like the first athlete ever put on Rolling Stone magazine shows you just how big a phenomenon he was.
Yeah. Talking to the baseball, he would like eat bugs on the mound, I think, right?
He would talk to the baseball. He would like play with the dirt, like the whole thing, and he was just like
He
so
was
like
he was a circus clown basically. He was always like talking to the fans and stuff and like super
and the
exuberant.
nickname Bird comes because he looked like Big Bird.
Yeah. With the big goofy
And- and he was on a Monday Night Baseball game, ABC. First to try to do like Monday Night Baseball, like Monday Night Football, and the first game they did was a Tigers-Yankees game, and Fidrich just came out there and just dominated the Yankees that day. And it's like he just became this like icon, big star, and then 5 years later he's out of baseball and forgotten about.
And then he died pretty quickly after, right? From what I recall.
Not 20 years
2009.
later. He was actually
Okay, is that what it was?
he
Okay,
died
never mind
around
then.
2020, 2001, 2002. And this is a lesson for all you people out there who do any mechanical work and
Right.
doing any truck work. From my understanding, he got like loose something on his jacket or coat, caught in an engine, and it choked him.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was this super weird death. He was on like a cattle ranch or something. They had a documentary on him that came out maybe. Can you look this up, Ed? Maybe 2020-ish. That was on Netflix or one of the streaming services. That it was really good, and it told his whole story, which I didn't know a lot of his story because he's obviously such a flash in the pan. But I think when you are talking straight up one-hit wonder athletes, he is the absolute 1-1.
Yeah, I wonder how many
Based
people
on-
know this guy, but I was aware of him, and this is a
I
good
think
pick.
there was a 30 for 30 on
That's
it.
that's what I'm talking. It was probably a 30 for 30. I said Netflix, but it was probably a 30 for 30. That
Yeah.
was like an hour long and worth to watch. Really cool story, really sad ending, obviously, like Frank said. But this is, I think, perfectly adequate 1-1 pick.
24 complete games his rookie year. Think about that in this
Crazy.
day and age
Yeah.
of baseball. Can you guess what the league lead is in complete games this season? One.
Yeah, I'd guess
This
one.
year,
You
one.
guys have had one, yeah.
And I know there hasn't been a league leader in complete games double digits since James Shields in 2011 in the AL, and then in the NL since Randy Johnson in 99. So I mean that's normal, but still that is like 24
I'm
is
older
crazy.
than everyone here, and I remember when it was still common 12, 13, 14 complete games for like the stars.
Pretty
Yeah.
wild. Pretty wild.
Crazy.
All right. I regret not going second now, so Jeff, you're up.
I can't believe I'm going to get this guy.
Yeah.
I'm going athlete too. Though I will say it's a tough between two people because I think the second one I would have picked could have been just as good. But if we did like a scandals draft, you could probably call it like the Gate draft and take Watergate. And I think this one we could have called the Linsanity draft.
Yeah.
Because I think like that's like a Linsanity is a term now. And so I'm going Jeremy Lin. Like, I mean, I'll never, that was my junior year of college, maybe senior year of college. I'll never forget that run. Like, it just was like, it didn't matter if you were a Knicks fan or not. You were just it's just unbelievable.
It's true.
Yeah.
And like, I remember, like, think about how many guys do you remember just regular season plays? Like I like there's that crazy up and under layup he had against the Lakers. Or it was like a behind the back, like down the lane. He spun and he a crazy layup. He had the game winner against the Raptors. The game they burst in the scene at MSG, just crazy run, and it's still relevant. Won an NBA title with the Raptors later on, like still played, but
I didn't
that
know
run
he was on that team.
Yeah, that run was just, which is really cool that he got rewarded for such a cultural, memorable thing. But man, Linsanity was just also like, if his name is like Jeremy Smith, I guess I could say like another Asian name, but like, is it as crazy? Like his last name's a big part of it. Like Linsanity was, it just was perfect.
Yeah, he was an Asian dude from Harvard, right? Like that's not
definitely
prototypical path to the NBA, you know?
Yeah, if he's Jim Smith who went to like
Villanova,
North Carolina and like played a little bit. Yeah, I don't know.
I think the whole fact that he came out of like nowhere, the fact that he's like, okay, this is a guy that's probably a guy that's going to be on like 10-day contracts most of his career, and he comes out and all of a sudden for a 2-week stretch is the best player in the NBA is what made the whole story.
Crazy. And that Knicks team, that was like a disappointing, like Melo, I think there were some injuries. They had Stat, and like, so they needed this spark. And I don't think Melo was playing during this run, right? Or he might have been a little bit, but yeah, it was crazy. It was nutso. Again, that's the thing. He did it on a quote unquote super team, like a big 3 team, like a team that had stars too. That's what made it even nuttier.
Yeah. Was Amari on that team?
Yeah. I think they had just gotten Melo. Okay. Melo was still like fresh, at least within the first year or two.
Got a $25 million deal from Houston, and then he got a $38 million deal from the Nets, which, Frank, I'm sure you're familiar with.
Yeah. He just never was. He was like, it was just like, he's a perfect term for flash in the pan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where he really just had a magical run. And he wasn't a bad player, but he went back to being like
very serviceable still. Like he didn't, like, you talk about figures, like he fell off. He played 3 more seasons. That was it. Like Lynn played for a long time after this. He won an NBA title like 15 years later.
Serviceable player off the bench, like for the Raptors when they won the championship. And it's not like he could hit a 3-pointer every now and then, but it was just like a magical moment where he was the best player in the NBA.
Hey, averaged double figures for like 6 more years after that, so definitely serviceable. Yeah, you're right though. This is the guy who you think of when we come up with this draft. So great pick, Dave.
Yeah, I wish I would have gone second now too.
I know.
Because now
there's still a couple out. There's still a couple.
There is.
Yeah.
I just assumed Lynn was the 1-1.
When Frank took first, I thought he was going to go with Fidrich because of the age difference, but I'm going to go with movie stars, okay? And
very curious on this one. This is the hardest one, I think.
I have...
Does it have to be movies or can it be TV too?
Yeah, TV too.
I'm good with that. Yeah,
that's fine.
Hollywood.
Hollywood stars. I have 2 people on my list. I think one is the chalk pick, and one is I think you would really like the pick, Jeff. I'm gonna go with that one. Okay, This is not the popular one. I'm gonna go with Edward Furlong. Yeah. Edward Furlong.
That is a good one. He wasn't on my list. That's a good pick.
He was in 2 movies. Mm-hmm. He was in he was in a few movies, but he was known for 2 movies. Terminator 2. He was the main kid that John Connor was protecting in Terminator 2 in that one. And then he was in American History X. I think his performance in American History X is one of the best acting performances I've ever seen. Unbelievably good job in that movie. He looked exactly like what I picture like a neo-Nazi to look like. Not with like the tattoos and everything on his chest, like what's his face, the main character. Why am I blanking on his name? Edward Norton. But just like a little punk high school kid that like starts reading and thinks he's smarter than everyone, flicking the cigarettes and everything. I thought he was so good in that movie. And if you look up what he's done after that, it wasn't much, and he's had he's struggled a lot in his adult life.
I think he's had drug issues.
Yeah, he's had a lot of drug issues.
I think one thing that hurt, and I think it might have even hurt the box office draw and of Terminator 3, which I think gets a lot of hate, and I think Terminator 3 was actually a very good movie.
I don't know that I've seen T3 actually.
Where did that one come out?
Was that more?
Did that come out like 03 or 04 or something like that?
Terminator was
03.
03. I saw that in the theaters, but I can't remember anything about it.
Yeah,
I did a book report on it in 7th grade and got in trouble. I did a novelization.
But like,
why did you get in trouble?
obviously
They were
T2
like,
is
movie.
one of the, like, people say it's one of the best movies ever. Obviously it's Spielberg.
It is.
It's incredible movie.
Not
Oscar
Spielberg.
nominated, and then American History X. It's just an unbelievably good movie, and he is one of the reasons why him and Edward Norton, but fell off the face after that. Never really did shit again, and he could have, because he could act as well as anybody on planet Earth.
James Cameron did T2 just to
Or
make sure.
James Cameron, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, that's a great. I didn't even think of him. That's a great pick. He really is like. I mean, that is the definition of that. Like, that's the one thing he'll kind of be. I mean, yeah, American History X, but like he'll be known for Terminator is what his face will be kind of associated with forever.
The other guy
Has
I
like
was
that
gonna go with, he's kind of still around. You see him.
Hollywood star is very difficult because I'm not going to tip any picks, but there are about 10 people that if we had done this draft 5 years ago would have been slam dunks. But the nostalgia
That's
and
what it is,
reboot
yes.
era of Hollywood has kind of revitalized a lot of these careers, and I kind of don't say it anymore.
That's
So
exactly.
We'll see if any of them come up. but
Yes.
yeah.
That's exactly why I avoided a few of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chief.
I don't know if this is a fad trend or a miscellaneous, so maybe I'll just let you guys pick it. But my board for those is a little thinner, so I'm going to grab it here. I'm taking NFTs.
Yeah.
NFTs,
That's a good one.
where that was like all the craze, those fucking stupid monkey pictures, and it's like, oh my god, like this digital art, it's the way of the future, blah blah, AI, whatever. And they were going for like hundreds of thousands of dollars, right, or more. Like I don't know. It was like I remember we had a guy doing a dog walk and explaining it, and he got done. I'm like, I don't get it. Like,
I never got it. Never
I
will.
don't get the appeal.
I never got it either.
But it was a huge trend, and
Like
it
a
just
year.
and then it was gone.
Yep.
So do we want to say that's a trend or a miscellaneous?
This was on my board. I had it as trend/fad.
Okay, that's fine. I'll put NFTs there.
But I'm good with whatever.
NFTs for fad trend.
Yeah.
And I will note something. I saw a clip the other day of Logan Paul saying he still thinks they're going to take off. Now, he obviously has a huge stake in them and all that. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
He's trying to unload his position.
But he was also doing a shitload of Pokemon stuff a couple years ago before it really, really boomed. So I don't know. Maybe he's on the forefront of it. I don't know. But
Yeah.
Maybe.
I never had
remember
an NFT.
After the John Cusack thing, there was a couple people that hit me up that said I needed to make an NFT about it. And I'm like, dude, I have
Really?
no fucking clue what you're talking about right now. Like, will it make me money, yes or no? And it's like, well, it could. It's like, well, I want the money up front. Just give it to me now.
Well, yeah, don't forget that. I think Barstool made one. It was Dave's Pizza Review with the armless guy in Miami.
Yeah, I think you're
Right.
right.
And
yeah.
I think it sold for like
White
$138,000.
Sox Dave could have a couple banger Barstool NFTs. Cusack, the gum,
I don't know
Crime
what it
Dogs, and the
is.
dozen. Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I mean, the problem they
I never
made.
Frank would too. Frank would have a bunch.
I
What
never
is it?
understood
Non-fungible token?
Yes. The problem they made with this was that they never made it physical either. Like if they made a physical aspect of this, it's a different story. Like there's all these companies now where you can buy
Yeah.
things virtually. Like I bought things on websites that I bought a card and I don't have it physically, but if I want to request it, they'll mail it to me, you know?
So it's just sitting in like.
So it's just sitting in a vault right now,
Yeah.
you know? But like, yeah, it's a great
Buy
pick.
physical everything.
Yeah. Okay, it's to me. I'm gonna go with movie star as well. I mean, John Heder and Napoleon Dynamite, and then he did,
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
then he
Damn.
did, then like of course after when your star is shining as bright as it is, you're gonna get more stuff. He did Blades of Glory.
Yeah.
He did something. Oh, he did Benchwarmers.
Yeah, but none of that. I mean, that's a.
Blades of
that wasn't
Glory
on
was
my, I
fucking
can't- I wish I could
terrible.
lie and say it was on my list.
It's a good one though.
Mm-hmm. Elite. That's a great pick.
That's a good pick.
I think it's a worthy pick.
You're
I
the
mean,
only-
what?
It's so
Well, I mean,
recent that I
you're-
kind of see him still.
It's actually not that recent.
I
you do not see John Heder.
No.
I saw
That's-
him.
that
But
was
like
not-
Napoleon Dynamite was what, 2004, 2005?
Yeah, Frank, that was old as shit. That's a long time ago now.
This is what I saw of him
And
recently.
he had that little run there with bench warmers and whatever. It just
I think with the Hollywood stars though, you kind of have to excuse a couple things after because
Sure.
it's very rare. Like Hollywood's not like music where it's like it's one hit then that's it. Like you're gonna get a couple chances, and I think you gotta kind of brush off like the residual roles. Unless they snowball into something bigger. I mean, yeah, that's a great pick, Eddie. I didn't have my list.
I want to know where you saw him.
So
this
was probably 2 weeks ago. It was either on YouTube or as an Instagram short or something. It was like a minute-long video of him explaining the dance in Napoleon Dynamite, and it was all improv.
He's in a show right now. Actually,
And-
he's in a reality show right now on
bad
network
pick.
TV.
And
Dave saw him in Instagram short.
Yeah,
He's doing
all right.
reality.
no, I
TV.
think it's a good pick.
I
but
promise you, if I type Terminator into YouTube, I will find Edward Furlong short from a year ago.
Sure, maybe.
I don't know, Ed.
But-
Sounds like a bad pick.
Crazy. This guy was a megastar. He did.
I would say mega star. Come on.
Listen, dude.
He's on a
doing
game
it.
show
He
called
did
The Nation's Dumbest.
The Nation's
dumbest
Dumbest.
celebrities.
I think that
Yeah.
show's taken off. And then a YouTube short.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I just saw him.
Good
And he was
pick.
explaining the. He was
Great pick,
explaining
great
all
pick,
the
fine
improv. I thought it was fine. I think there's one that
was in a
better.
movie I saw 2 years ago that nobody saw. which
Oh.
it's the Marlon Brando biopic with Billy
He's
Zane
in a
plays
Marlon Brando movie. Are you kidding me?
That's not no. He's not Marlon. No, he's very clear.
What's the point, fellas? He's gone. He was in a Will Ferrell
Fantastic
movie.
pick. Yeah, that's a great pick.
It's a co-lead
Look
in a Will
at
Ferrell
his
movie.
filmography. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a great pick, Eddie.
It's wild how much shit he was in.
July 20th, 2026 is when I saw it. No, I can't open it.
Frank will like he's in the 7th Tremors movie, which came out in 2020. That says it all.
How did they? I think I stopped. I think the last Tremors movie I saw might have been like the third one. They made 7 of them.
I think they probably made more. They probably made more than that.
Yeah, see, all a month ago.
Yeah, I've seen he does podcasts, but that doesn't mean
No, I know that.
Screech was doing fucking celebrity boxing. Before he passed, R.I.P. I'm gonna go trend
How do you
slash.
feel about taking dead guys?
I mean, I don't know. Like,
If the reason they were a one-hit wonder is because of death, I think they kind of
That seems a little like
Okay.
obviously the guy Frank picked is no longer alive, but that doesn't. That's
No,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's
No.
unrelated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, yeah,
20 years after his career.
I'll scratch one
Yeah.
off the list then.
Oh god.
all right. I have. I'm gonna go trends slash fads. This is a tech one. This is something we all use on this show. This is something Barstool said is very big. Get in on the game. Start doing it. I'm gonna take the app Clubhouse.
Oh.
yeah. That's a good pick. We still have there's a
hated
guy,
it.
one of our social guys' name is Stooley Clubhouse.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Neely's going 7 rounds with Keegs every fucking week, and he's still got the Clubhouse in his handle.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think like it was big for like what was it? It was I think
2020?
not the whole year. Twitter was just like, okay, we'll do spaces.
That was the problem. It was
Right.
almost like Clubhouse had to just. It was tough. It was
They
a
were
good
up against the
idea.
behemoths.
Like, yeah, but then
Yeah.
like once those big tech companies could be like, yeah, we could do.
Oh,
that
there's
too.
nothing proprietary about this, and we have a way better app with way more users. Goodbye.
Yeah.
See you later.
Like,
It also had like
Yeah.
this. There's like a snobby there's like welcome to Clubhouse. Like it felt like a little too exclusive. I think it kind of turned people off.
yeah,
you know?
it was getting like. I think at one point it had like a $3 billion valuation. Like it was.
What?
Yes, dude. Like Paris Hilton was doing them and shit. It was crazy. You remember this, Frankie?
Is it publicly traded?
I don't even remember Clubhouse.
No.
Really.
Oh, it was that quick, Frank. We used it during 2020, right?
Man.
21, yeah.
Was Mikey Betts under your employment by then? Because you should have a word with him. You should have known about Clubhouse.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right.
It got up to $4 billion, and then it was zero
Crazy.
2 years
Yeah.
later.
I mean, it was. I mean, it was a good feature. Like,
Yeah, it's just the other apps were like, oh, well, we're gonna do this too, and just squeeze them out.
That's not the one I thought you were going to say.
no.
because I think there's another one that could fit into that.
I'm interested to hear what that one was. I like Clubhouse because I felt like the rise.
I think Clubhouse is a better pick, but I wonder if our audience, I wonder that might
Remembers
be like
Clubhouse?
niche for us.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That could be true.
Chief, you're up.
I'll take not Jackie Gleason, but Jack Gleason, who was Joffrey Baratheon. He had one role. Everybody hated his character so much. He was so good at playing a hateable guy that it like ruined his life.
Yeah.
So he got out of acting after that, but like everybody in America, that show was so big, that character, those eyeballs, that blonde hair comes on TV and you're like, Joffrey Baratheon.
You wanted to see him die the most
Yeah.
painfully gruesome death possible, and he did, and we
Yeah.
were all happy for it.
No, he actually is in Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Really?
I did not know that.
He's the kid. He's
Did
the
it?
kid who talks to Batman on the island.
Like in the very beginning?
Sees him at the end.
Yeah,
I'm mixing it with Batman. He sees his face, right?
yeah, it's like he's a kid that Batman sees as like hope or something like that.
He's listed as a little boy in Batman Begins 05.
Yeah.
He did recently start acting again, though.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he got back into it.
Yeah, he's in that show House of Guinness, which people quite like, I believe.
I started
I have
an
not seen
episode
it.
of that,
I've seen
but
a clip of it.
was that the same people who did Peaky Blinders? Is that the thing with them?
Let me look.
I don't know if it's the same people.
Stephen Knight.
I don't know.
Stephen Knight. Yeah.
All right.
Yes, that is that
so
is
it's-
Peaky,
Would you like to hear the actor I was going to take?
I believe.
That's
I mean, are you gonna?
no, I took
Or-
my actor.
Is it someone might or no?
No, well, we're saying if he died and that's why his career is cut short, we can't.
Yeah, sure. Throw it out there.
Jim Cazale,
Don't know.
John Cazale. He was Fredo,
Oh no, he's not a one-hit wonder.
but his career art. No, he was in 5 huge movies in a 2 or 3 year window, and then he got lung cancer and died.
Every movie that John Cazale's in was nominated for Best Picture.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been a horrible pick.
Yeah, I want to say people really like.
Yeah, because he's in. Because I mean,
He's in
after
Deer
Death.
Hunter.
I know he
Yeah,
is.
he's in-
This
he's
is my
in,
point.
The Conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog Day
Dog Day
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
I think you got saved. You got saved by that one.
Yeah,
You wouldn't consider like a 3 year window as a flash in the pan?
I get your point.
Yeah.
Yes,
But it's all,
But he
but
would've
I think that is
continued
why we
on to
ruled it out,
stardom.
right?
Yeah, we ruled it out.
because he died. He would have been in bangers.
Yeah, he would have been in
for
everything.
years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
like Friedrich died decades after.
Yeah, like his
Yeah.
career was cut short by lung cancer. R.I.P. Terrible thing.
Dave, you're up.
I'm gonna go with the first song. I believe no. I actually know what I'm not. I'm gonna go with the fatter trend. I'm gonna go with Vine.
That's also not the one I thought Eddie was going to take.
I had this in my miscellaneous.
It could be
But-
it could be either or.
I feel like
That's
Vine
a good,
had
it's
like
a good pick.
It had the 2-3 year run maybe
Do you
where
know how
and
Vine
then
died?
they were forced to shut down, right?
Oh,
'Cause of
Twitter
copyright.
bought it and they just did nothing with it.
I thought they bought it like way later.
But they just still did nothing with it, like theirs.
I remember when Elon was buying Twitter, he's like, "Should I revitalize Vine?"
I remember that.
Yeah, and then
But the from what you could download it, but you couldn't use the app anymore. It just would not work on your phone. Correct? Is that how it went? Back in like what was it, 2013, 2014, and this obviously led way to TikTok, Instagram. Reels.
there's still like a couple of like memorable banger
Vines?
videos. Yeah, like
Yeah.
the Blocking Out the Haters kid,
Mhm.
6 seconds.
the Avocado kid. So
It bred legit stars. There was Vine stars. I think Jake Paul and the Paul brothers
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
They're Vine stars.
And then-
Frankie, did you have Vine?
No, I never did. I never used Vine.
You remember it though?
I vaguely remember it.
Yeah.
I just
It was quick. I remember. being
Some of
late to
your
the
rants
party.
would have fucking crushed on Vine. Some of your sound clips would have been bangers on Vine. Which they kind of are now. Like if you have a good rant and you'll say something, they get clipped right like 2-3
Yeah.
seconds. Basically what Vine was, but yeah,
It's
Vine
clips, yeah.
was good. Vine
They were
was-
just they were ahead of their time. Probably if they would have been out in 2020 and could have ironed out the legalities of not, hosting a ton of copyrighted content, which is what I remember them getting in the most trouble for, was all the copyright infringement or whatever. And as soon as it was like at its peak, it was completely dead. You never really heard from it again.
Jeff, you're up.
I'm gonna go band artist. I think there's one here.
There's a few just awesome ones.
There's a couple. There are a couple, but there's something about 11 guys putting out a song, and it's the only thing that anyone ever remembers, and that is the Baha Men who let the dogs out. An 11-member group. I mean, the Baha Men.
That's crazy. I never knew that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, 11 members. Yeah.
That's a novelty song
symphony.
to me, though.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
a what song to you?
Novelty song.
Yeah,
I think
that's what it is to all of us.
Yeah.
You know the crazy thing about them is the New York Mets invited the Baha Men to perform live before Game 4 of the 2000 World Series, and Derek Jeter looks over to one of his teammates, says, "What a joke this team is," and hit a home run on the first pitch of that game, and that pretty much broke the Mets back their whole damn series.
Was that worse than the Trumpets then? Was that?
Oh, it's the same. It's in the same genre. It literally, the Trumpets were like doing it again. It's like, okay, let's see. We ran this play once before. Let's see if it works this time.
The trumpets were cool.
Here's what shocked me,
I like
though.
the Trumpets.
Did you know that the Who Let the Dogs Out found this morning? Take us to quick stab at how high this peaked on the U.S. Billboard chart.
8?
I was gonna say 5th.
40. That's
Oh.
crazy. I can't believe it didn't get higher. How is that not
Name a
top
few
10?
songs
Anyway,
that were ahead of it.
that year, I'd have
Was
to,
this
I'll have to pull it up.
2000?
I'll pull it up. We can look at it after. But yeah, the song came out in 2000.
That's crazy because I
was it.
remember when we were 12 years old, it would have been in 2000. In football, our defensive end would scream, "Who let the dogs out?" And then the rest of the defensive line would go, "Who," is like an intimidation thing. Obviously, it's crazy hearing that from 12-year-olds, but that I can't believe that only peaked at 40.
Breathe by Faith Hill. Smooth, Santana, Rob Thomas.
Banger. And I can hear you breathe.
Say My Name, Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
Bent, Matchbox 20.
Yep.
Yeah, good pick. That was my top artist / band.
Oh, see, okay.
I have personal picks for that one. That's probably the best pick, but
Yeah, like that.
I don't like the song that much. It's just
So
clickbait.
I'm taking songs. Mine are like ones that everyone knows. They only have one hit, but they're great songs.
Yes.
Where this and there's like a couple others.
But this was a cultural sensation.
It was, but it was
Yeah.
for the same reason that like I don't.
But but like there are a lot of people that had culture sensations. Like this doesn't apply, so I'm going to say it. Like Jersey Shore, that show could have ended there. The longevity that they had after that was crazy. Like the Baha Men were never able to do anything else.
Yeah, no,
the
that's true.
music is the funniest one on this list because it is the one that has the longest staying power in a way,
Yeah.
right? Like obviously, like Joffrey is always Joffrey, but there's something to a one-hit wonder for music where it's like it's forever.
And it's a weird phenomena where I feel like for a lot of these songs, everybody can sing along with just about every single word of these songs, and you're like, who's the artist? And people would be like, I have no idea.
A lot of them, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Frank,
Yeah.
you're back up.
I'm gonna go actress
All right.
Ooh,
Linda Blair, who
That's a good
was
pick.
in The Exorcist.
on my list as well.
I mean, like I don't know if she was nominated or anything, but she like is the movie The Exorcist, and she does this great.
Oh, yeah.
And that her career is basically either like Exorcist sequels or like Exorcist parodies, and she had like
She was in the one as recently as 2023, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and she has Like she was like, I think she was like 13, 14 when she did The Exorcist. She's like this big star. Like you think she's gonna be this big, like long career, and she's done nothing.
Yeah.
Well, on August 1st of 2026, The Exorcist star Linda Blair had 70 law enforcement officers raid her property.
Fuck.
Oh my god. What? For what?
I'm trying to pull it up right now.
Looks like an investigation and
251
reported kennel operation.
251 dogs found at unlicensed LA County kennel run by Exorcist star Linda Blair 2 weeks ago.
Damn.
Wow.
Her fucking list is her filmography is crazier than Furlong's by a mile. It's like this stuff on here. It's like what the fuck? You're right, Frank. It's like it's the Exorcist sequels or it's nothing.
One episode of Married with Children.
Nice.
I bet she was funny in
it. Probably on Married with Children. She's probably doing like an Exorcist
I wouldn't
parody.
I wouldn't be surprised. One episode of MacGyver.
She was on 10 episodes of Hollywood Squares back in the Tom Bergeron run.
Hell yeah.
What a
that
great
was a
show.
good game show.
I did like that.
Kids these days will never know the joy of hearing "Whoopee for the block." Like that was just that was the best.
Even
know,
like
That was really the best.
the game
The
show
Hollywood
network.
Squares is old as dirt. You know
Oh yeah, the original. Yeah.
first host of Hollywood Squares, his name was Peter Marshall. That was his stage name. His real name is Peter Lecoq. And he had a son that played for the Cubs.
Did he go by Lecoq?
His son went by Peter Lecoq.
Okay. Bless you.
Good show. Kind of surprised they haven't really brought that back.
Hey guys, let's take a quick break because nothing goes better than being at camp, being in the bunks, hanging with your friends, than the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is proudly born in the foothills of Tennessee, and honestly, I can't wait to get up to Camp Barstool because one of the best things, you go to the cafeteria, they got us on breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You just go, you slide open this massive cooler at the camp, and they have every kind of Mountain Dew that you can possibly think of. They got the OG, they got the Zero Sugar, they got the Diet, they got the Code Red, they got the Baja Blast. You name it, they got it. Mountain Dew, they have a ton of great products in their line. So I'm excited to get to camp and just have just endless flow of Mountain Dew at my fingertips. An American original, tasting great since 48. Enjoy the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. An American original. Grab a Dew, tasting great since 48. Go drink your Mountain Dew, people. It's great stuff. Also, hey, most apps only tell you what you've already spent. Monarch helps set goals, map out big purchases, and see if you're actually on track before it's too late to adjust. You can ask Monarch's AI assistant anything about your finances, like how much did I spend on travel last summer? Or can I afford this vacation without touching my savings? Spot things you wouldn't think to look for with AI insights. Has your spending gone up or is it just inflation? Get a heads up on what's happening with your money with the AI Weekly Recap. It flags spending spikes, net worth shifts, and upcoming expenses. Split the check without the headache with Monarch's Bill Split. Just scan the receipt. Everyone claims what they got and then settles up. No separate app needed. It's definitely helped with my finances from that standpoint. I went to dinner with a bunch of Barstool guys a couple weeks ago, and we had Monarch at our disposal. Everyone split up the bill, and it was a very nice feature. So check out that Monarch bill split. It's very smart, and you're able to keep track of your finances through that. So write your own money story with Monarch. Use code DOGWALK at monarch.com to get your first year of Monarch Core half off at just $50. That's 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code DOGWALK. You are up again, Frank.
Yeah, I'm surprised that one has it. You know what it is? I'll tell you why. Celebrities take themselves too seriously these days,
Yeah.
and you couldn't get 9 of them to do it.
If you want a great YouTube video, Triumph the Insult Comic Dog.
Oh yeah.
It's a behind the scenes from Conan, and Kathy Lee Gifford, her reps wouldn't let Triumph interact with Kathy Lee Gifford. It's very he just starts like humping Al Roker. It's a very very funny Conan video on YouTube.
Triumph
Original.
is an all-time great bit.
Triumph in Chicago, the Triumph at the Wiener Circle all-time video.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Frank, you're up again.
I'm going to go with trends, and this is one that's before my time. But to me, I've heard stories
I
of
know
it,
it.
and it's like, what were people thinking? How, and then somebody made money off of this, and
I know
it's the
exactly.
Pet Rock.
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
What is
The
it?
Pet
Pet
Rock.
Rock.
Pet
This
Rock.
is before
I
our
mean,
time, I believe.
some guy literally went out to his yard, put a rock in a box, and then sold it, and people. Like millions of people brought this thing and treated it like a pet. They put it in like a pen. They would water it every day. They would go walking with their pet rock, and it was like the weed must have been good that year for people to buy this pet rock.
I feel like they would. Did they
That-
put like Google eyes on them and stuff like that? Is
Yeah,
that
they put they would put eyes on it. They would put like a little wig on it.
That's a good. So that how far before your time was that? That was
I was probably born right around the time the pet rock was
okay.
out.
Yeah. So my dad was in his teens, and he always talked about the pet rock, and that was my one on that because I think that is the like that is the most fad ever is a fucking rock in a box. Like that is so of its
The guy who
era.
must have sold it must have been going, oh my God, people are actually buying this. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Has everyone picked the fad trend except for me now?
Yeah,
NFTs, Clubhouse, Vine, Pet Rock?
yeah. Looks like you could wait on that.
I'm gonna. Oh, you better believe it.
So you're up.
So I'm gonna go Hollywood star now. So this is a tough one because I think there's a lot of good ones on here that again have recently become popular again. There's one in particular specifically who recently started being in big stuff again, and it kind of ruined it. But so if this was like a film heads podcast, if this was all movie guys, like dead movie guys, that's it, that's the audience, I'd have another pick. But I'm gonna go with one that has kind of a meme. This person's known for one line only, maybe the most popular line from the 2010s from any movie, and that is, look at me. I'm the captain now. That's Barkhad Abdi from Captain Phillips. That is literally all he's been in. He was a limo driver from Minnesota. He showed up at the Globes, he showed up at the Oscars, and that was it. But he's still relevant for one line, I'm the captain now, which is still a meme. It's still used on the internet.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, really good pick.
Certain things. So yeah, that was one. Again, this one probably hurt that I'm like, I mean, you guys like movies as well. I'm not saying you're not movie people, but like I got so lost.
Not
in this
the
one,
way
like,
you
man.
are.
Right. There's like, I was like, what counts, what does, and I feel like I'm like, this is a one-hit wonder. Like, cause that's it. He's been in like a couple tiny things since then, but again, that's like the residual of being in something big. But now he is. This was right up there.
Yeah.
Great line delivery too from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you like this movie?
I like Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It's a classic Paul Greengrass movie. Yeah, he did a bunch of the Bourne movies. He did United 93. He did Bloody Sunday. So it's perfectly him. But I think it's a good Tom Hanks performance. I think it's a captivating movie, even if you know how it happens, how it ends. It's a true story, based on a true story at least. So yeah, I do like Captain Phillips.
So I had one of the Navy SEALs who shot the pirate at the end on the show like a year or two ago. You were on that one, Chief. Mm-hmm. And like in the movie, it's all like dramatized. Like it's like, the boat is bouncing up and down. We're like, how hard was that shot? He's like, I'm going to be honest. It was pretty fucking easy.
Well, they always like dramatize something. Like what was it? Argo. Like they like that whole scene where they're worried that they're getting off the ground and like they're being chased down by the Iranian officials. Supposedly that was complete fallacy. They got up in the air and with like no issues. Like okay, and it's like okay, we're free and clear.
Our Canadians hate Argo because it diminishes how much they actually did, because the Canadians claim that they did way more than we did as the actually I don't want to turn this into a physical media podcast, but I recently got the special edition version of Argo, but it's the fake movie is the cover.
Oh, that's
the fake
cool.
movie that they made in Argo, which I think is fucking awesome. Aaron Sorkin always says what I say is the best. With Aaron Sorkin can kind of have his head of his own ass, but I love The West Wing and all that. He said he is more about like the dramatic storytelling and the meaning over the fact. That's what he always says. Like Social Network, Moneyball, which I like that. You know, we're there for movie. But no, that is they definitely drama. That is funny though. So anyway, that's my pick.
Dave.
Good pick. I think he only made 10 grand for that movie and didn't get residuals or something. It was some
That's
crazy
crazy.
like that. Yeah.
For a scene that's still absurdly relevant.
It's not even like that was his only part in that movie. He was like in the movie, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with my musical artist. Now, there are, I think, more popular picks in terms of chart numbers. I'm going to go with mine. I'm going with Edwin McCain.
Fuck
I'll
you.
be. It's just an unbelievably pretty song. Everything about it is awesome. It's a love song. It's like it's soothing. It's like chill. I love that song. Yeah.
That was mine. That was
Not on my list. But that's a great pick again, though.
Very good pick.
Absolutely nothing other than that song.
like the quintessential like high school dance song, like rom-com song, like you name it. Edwin McCain. I looked up like his streams outside of that are just not.
I have a
really there.
friend who lived out in L.A. and they're at a wedding, it was like a post-wedding party or pre-wedding. I don't know, something about a wedding, and he was in the corner of the wedding in like a living room playing an acoustic guitar. So that's what he's doing these days.
Okay.
Good for him.
Yep. They hired him and everything, but they probably paid him a couple grand. Like, hey, you're the musical act of the evening, but that's what he's doing.
I had a different song peg for you for this.
There's a few different ones I had,
Yeah.
but this is my favorite personal of all the like main one-hit wonders.
Great pick.
I love the song. It's such a good song.
I'm mad you snagged it from me. It is a great song.
Yeah. Great song.
All right then. That means Chief is up.
All right. I'll take a song I feel like is still played at 95% of weddings. Come On Eileen.
Yep.
Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Yep.
Good pick. Good pick.
And this is good too because I think it's one of those things that when you hear the song and you hear them, people always mention to you the fact that they're one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true too.
You know,
Yeah.
so you know that they are.
Yeah.
You know who sings this song? It's
Yes.
like, yeah, we all do at this
Yeah.
point because it's
Been
everybody's
a
trivia
discussion
question.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't think anyone learned this right now or doing research for this draft
Correct.
last night.
No.
Yeah.
Everybody knew the song and the band. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great
There's
pick.
still, I
It's
mean,
such
there's
a good song.
there's a couple songs and athletes that I think are like you could win the vote level picks.
Yeah, no, you're gonna be tough to beat back in Jeremy Lin into fucking.
I think there's legitimately an athlete that you could argue, especially based on who listens to this show, that is similar.
I'm trying to pivot right now. That was a tough one for me.
You can't take a second athlete in Miscellaneous, can you?
I was thinking about a second song maybe, but I'm trying to avoid that. Doubling up on categories.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying. I feel like it's cheap.
Yeah.
I have one that's kind of, but great pick by both of you.
Those were the easy one too, I think.
Yeah,
I think
there's a couple.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's a million one-hit wonder songs.
There,
That was the easiest
think,
category.
yeah. There's a few.
All right, it's to me. I truly wonder what Jeff's take is going to be about this one. But listen, this guy was awesome. We all know why he didn't work out in the league because he had a problem putting down the J Bones. But Josh Gordon was like his second year he had 1,400 yards or 1,600 yards, something like that. Crazy.
The greatest thing is the greatest receiver and one of the best receiving years ever. I mean, he broke Calvin Johnson records.
Yes, and then I think what also helps his case is ever since then for like 7 more years it was
People are like,
Josh Gordon.
the Patriots signed him, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Josh Gordon, and he just couldn't stay out there. So
Yeah.
Josh Gordon.
He was there Baker's rookie season. He caught a touchdown in the tie game when they broke their losing streak, technically, because it was a tie, not a win. The losing streak ended, not the winless streak. And he caught a touchdown. Then he was traded like a week and a half later. And they ended up having a good season that year, but they traded him because he just couldn't. And he had missed like a year and a half
Yeah.
He was crazy. He was, I mean, he was a supplemental draft pick. So they took him over the summer, lost their second round pick because they took him over the summer. He was just, I mean, it's unbelievable.
I
If he
always
worked
thought
out, he
NFL
was
did him
so fuck. Say it again.
I think the NFL did him dirty.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, absolutely.
If he would have played
Now,
10 years
I mean-
later, it wasn't even illegal to smoke
Yeah,
weed anymore.
it's perfect. A terrible timing for him to be
Yeah.
a guy who liked weed in the NFL.
Yeah.
that way.
I bet fucking half the league smokes weed now.
He had 1,646 yards on 87 catches in 2013.
Yeah, he was a freak. He
Yes.
just
Crazy.
loved weed.
Yes. Like there's.
I think 3 straight or 2 straight 200-yard games. The best way to describe how miserable being a Browns fan is that you can never have more than a day or two of great stuff. Like a couple years ago, when they made the playoffs the last time, they beat the Ravens, and the next morning, like Deshaun Watson started playing well. You're like, oh shit, does he have it? Like he's the nasty man. Like I don't like rooting for him, but does he have it? Next day, out for the year, fucking blew out his knee. But they drafted Manziel. And now it didn't work out. But in the moment of them drafting Manziel, it was like, look at the Browns. This is crazy. I think Gruden was going crazy on the draft. This is great. Next day, Josh Gordon suspended for the season. For weed. It was
So
like,
dumb.
oh my God.
Crazy.
So that was it. It was like
I got a dumb question. Is weed still illegal in the NFL? Because it's not federally illegal. It's only state.
I think it's still federally illegal.
It's
yeah,
federally
I think
illegal.
you can still get suspended, but they definitely don't. I don't know what I don't know the nuts and bolts, but they definitely don't. Like Frank just said, they don't enforce like they did with Gordon. I mean,
No.
it was nuts. Yeah.
I don't even know if they're allowed to test. I think the last CBA said that they can no longer test for marijuana.
That makes sense.
That would
yeah,
make
he got
sense, yeah.
he got screwed. Yeah, he was unreal.
So do you agree with it, Jeff? Then do you think?
Yeah, it's a great pick.
I
It's a
don't
great
know
pick.
that it is because
I think it's a great pick. He was a literal. I mean, he was in and out.
he was like legitimately one of the best wide receivers.
I know,
since
but like
yards.
I put
Pro
this
Bowl.
in the same category as kind of he died. Like his career was cut short not because of poor play. It was cut short for like other things, you know.
It was, but I will say it was his doing. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it
agree
was,
with Frank.
it
He got
was.
screwed, but
He
it
did.
was his.
He could have made the choice.
He flamed
to not
out
smoke
on his
weed.
own.
Yeah, you're right. That's
and then he
fine.
couldn't catch back on with the Patriots, with the Seahawks. Like it just didn't really work.
Did he
could
have
play
one
kinda okay
other
for the past
stop?
year, I think.
Besides
Josh
those
Gordon?
two,
He Browns, Patriots, Seahawks, I believe.
and that was it.
And I think he barely played for the Seahawks if he played at all.
Okay.
I think he played okay for the Patriots.
I don't think
Chiefs.
so good. I don't Chiefs.
Titans, the Seattle Sea Dragons, the XFL.
And in 2022, he was on the Titans, and he played 2 games, and he only had 1 target, no catches.
All right.
Technically won a Super Bowl.
My next pick, I'm gonna go music. A band and a song that I now associate with White Sox Dave because
Yeah.
of Camp Barstool. Which, if you're listening now, we are there now, and I can't wait to see Dave dance to this around a bonfire. It is Chumbawamba. Their pick song
Great pick.
was Tub Thumping. Last year at camp or 2 years ago, I don't know what it was. I heard this song being played at maximum volume, and I was in bed, like about to go to sleep. I was like, I got to go down to the fire and see who's listening to Chumbawamba, and it was
W.
White Sox Dave just going wild. It was hilarious.
So for some reason, at this camp that we go to in northern Wisconsin in the Northwoods, the beautiful Northwoods, their camp counselors are all kids that are like 21, 22, 23, but they're all from like the UK and Ireland and overseas. And there was this group of like 23-year-old English kids that were wearing rugby shirts that looked like they were like, if you imagine someone from England in your head, that's what they looked like. They had the accents and everything. And when they were singing Chumbawamba Tub Thumping with me, it was like I was in the music video because their accents were perfect with this song. It was the best time I've ever had in my entire life. Great pick, Ed. Fantastic pick.
That was my number 2.
Okay,
That was the 3 songs I had.
good.
Come on, Eileen.
Also,
I'll be,
again, if
and
they were
Tub
like-
Thumping.
If they were like the Johnsons, would it even the Chumbawamba?
No,
is a huge
Chumbawamba.
part of
Right.
that,
Yeah.
right.
Huge, dude.
The name is a big part of that.
Frankie, you ever listen to Chumbawamba down at the Rat in Montclair State?
I remember the song, but
I get knocked out.
that's not it.
Chief.
I'll go athlete. This guy had one great game. One great game, parlayed it into millions and millions and millions of dollars. I'm taking Matt Flynn.
Yep, great pick. Great pick.
He got benched a couple of weeks into the next training camp after signing that deal by Russ Wilson.
Correct. Yeah. So like he got
Third
beat.
round
He got
Russ Wilson.
correct. Yeah. So he got beat out in training camp. Like he never started a game.
No.
Was never
The rare overpay for a flash in the pan one hit wonder that didn't matter because they fucking won the Super Bowl.
No,
very
exactly.
shortly
Yeah,
after.
good.
Yeah,
That's
you're
a
right.
good
Yeah,
point.
impact.
Normally that sets you back, being like, fuck.
That guy, which I'm watching Hard Knocks this year, which Hard Knocks just isn't what it used to be. The Browns ruined Hard Knocks because they made it such a fucking circus. Nobody ever wanted to give
Yeah, exactly right. The Browns were so bad, like such a dumpster fire that everyone now is like the most button-up possible.
Yeah.
But that GM John Schneider, I mean, he's been there for ages, and like it's like, and he's like the star of Hard Knocks this year. You could tell he's hamming it the fuck up. But like he is obviously, I mean, he's I think the first ever GM to win 2 Super Bowls without any of the same players on both teams. I think that's what they said, which is pretty incredible. I don't think I realized that, which is nuts. But he's been there since 2010, and I believe that means he signed Matt Flynn. I think,
Yeah,
and it
'cause I
didn't
think
matter.
Flynn was, I want to say, it was right around that time. 10,
Oh, it was definitely because Russell Wilson was
10, 11, 12 or something like that for Flynn. And then what year did they win it? 14? 13 or 14 with Russ?
13.
Right?
Yeah. So
yeah, he signed Flynn, and it didn't fucking matter. Like it was like whatever. Well, we wasted a little bit of money. Who cares?
Yeah.
Dave.
Didn't he get another big contract from the Raiders too? After that?
He might have, because the best thing that happened to him, I feel like, was the fact that the next year he signed with the Raiders. He was traded. But he was traded for a 5th round pick, another 2015 pick. But like, the best thing that happened was he didn't really fucking play. So it's like, oh, maybe he still got like he still kind of stuck around, right?
He threw for 400 something yards and 6 touchdowns or whatever against the Lions in Week 17, where they were resting Rodgers.
Which it makes you wonder, like, is that what Malik Willis played more games, obviously, but like you do wonder, like, if that can be Malik Willis, like, I don't know. Frank, actually,
What do you
I guess I'm
think?
asking
What do you
that
think,
question.
Frank?
What was that?
What do you think
Malik
of
Willis? Will he be a meth? Like, do you think he's a?
I think he's going into a situation that's impossible. The Dolphins have $179 million in dead cap space. And unless he's like stuns the world and the Dolphins are competitive, he's just going to be tossed aside when the Dolphins get a top 5 pick.
Frank, can I interest you in more dead cap space and a nasty man at quarterback? Trade him for Malik Willis potentially. One Deshaun Watson for Malik Willis.
The Dolphins wanted him.
Yeah, a lot of people did, and this stupid fucking team ended up with him.
And I think it was like finally it was like someone like vetoed the deal, like someone in the organization said you can't bring this guy here.
Fuck.
Dave.
I think I accidentally just deleted my entire list, but
Oh.
Well, you need an athlete or a miscellaneous.
I know. So I'm gonna go with.
I still think the second best pick is on the board still.
For athlete?
Oh yeah.
I wonder if I had him.
For
I would have
athlete.
taken him if Frank had taken Jeremy Lin, I would have taken this person number 2 overall.
That kind of scares me now. God damn it.
I have some left, but I just didn't. They weren't as popular. I don't know.
I know. So do I. I'm gonna go with Brady Anderson.
Yeah.
He had I had it up in front of me. 2
Yeah,
minutes
50
ago.
something, right?
He had 50. Was it 55 or 57?
I forget, but he was 50 plus.
That is a great pick.
Yeah.
Never
I think
sniffed
his
it.
career.
again.
I don't know why my computer just shat out like
Frank
it did.
Royds, right?
Oh,
Steroids?
my
yeah.
God.
Oh, had
yeah.
to be.
His career high was like 13 bombs. He goes
It really
and
is crazy.
57, I think it was, in 99.
I thought it was
Or
Hey,
90.
10
no,
years,
because it
if
was
we're doing this
before
list-
Sosa.
All right,
McGuire.
96.
If we're doing
7
this list in 10 years, we're going to be talking about Cal Raleigh.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
dumper, from a big dumper to dumpster fire. I mean, this guy hit 60 home runs last year. He doesn't have 60 hits this year.
It's crazy.
He's batting 140.
That is nuts. I don't know what's going on with him.
Brady Anderson from 1988 through 1995 had 3,800 plate appearances, 72 home runs, and then in 1996 had 50 home runs in like 600 plate appearances.
Was
That's
it?
crazy.
It was only 50.
Yeah,
I thought it.
But yeah, still though, it's like
I
But
thought
like
it
that was the
57.
closest, and you know, it was
Yeah.
like I think Griffey had a year with 48 or something
Yeah.
like that. So
All right, Jeff, you're back
that
up.
is crazy. This is a tough one where I do feel like people would be like, did it last longer than a fad? So I guess we did say no veto, but I guess if people want to veto it, they can veto it. Now, this is something unlike Pokemon cards, which is not returned, unfortunately, which is a shame because the Lowe household has a couple bins of these. And that is Beanie Babies.
Wow.
That is Beanie Babies. It was a fad. Now, was it it was a fad for a little while, but I mean, it was a fad, and then when it stopped, it fucking stopped. Started in Naperville, Illinois, the fad, according to the legends, right? Like
I
that's
know
what
the
people
kid whose family started it.
Yeah,
Well,
like it was the families in
kinda,
Naperville were so
yeah.
hot on it.
Ty Warner started it. He's
Correct. The company Ty Warner,
still
but like
one of the
fa-
richest
like,
guys in the state, right?
one of the richest guys in Illinois still. Yes.
There's a documentary about it, but it's like all these women from Naperville who like basically
Yeah.
were like the ground zero.
It's the
of the Beanie
Sobolewski
Babies.
family.
Yeah, and
That's so funny to me.
Yeah.
and then remember when they were like McDonald? They had like a mini McDonald's toy version, like Happy Meal version, and
the teeny Beanie Babies.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
come on,
They're
these
giving out
things.
Beanie Babies at stadiums. I know, and I think it might even be like one of the most valuable Beanie Babies. Yankees gave out a Beanie Baby on the day David Wells threw his perfect game, and like, I think that's like
Some
considered to be like the
collectors,
most
yeah,
expensive
collector's item.
collector's items.
My uncle worked for Coors Light, Molson Coors, Miller Coors for years and years. Retired very recently. Congrats to my Uncle Bruce. Went to the 1998 All-Star Game at Coors Field, and they gave out the red, white, and blue Stars commemorative All-Star Game Beanie Baby. We thought my uncle brought home fucking gold. You can buy it now on eBay for $25. Like when I tell you, like he tried to get multiple. Like he tried to. It was a madhouse of the All-Star Game at Coors Field in '98. I believe it was a Griffey over Tomey in the home run derby. That was like the biggest thing ever. You can buy it for like $30 on eBay.
Hey, Jeff, the thing about these things, it might be worth that tomorrow. You never know.
Well, that's what Pokemon has. Pokemon has really given like a probably nasty, unfortunate second life to hoping those things become money.
Yeah.
Cards are so much easier. But if they are, I'll tell you what. Oh boy.
I know. I've been saying this a bunch. Like we just sold my parents' house, and there was a coffin-sized bin of Beanie Babies, and I'm a little bit of a hoarder, and I think I argued with my sisters for like 10 minutes about like how we need
You
to
were
keep-
right. I'm letting you know. No matter how that ended, you were correct.
Yeah.
Hopefully you won that.
It's like we need to keep these, and I don't think we kept them. So,
I will continue to work at the company. Just so I want this known, I will continue to work at the company, but will forego my salary if the Beanie Babies hit eventually.
still have a
If
bunch.
Beanie
huh?
Babies take off, I will forego my salary. If I become a multimillionaire due to Beanie Babies, I will work for free. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that's ever going to happen.
Great pick.
The junk wax era of collectibles.
That's got to, and that's like, Frank, that's got to be one of those things too, especially in like, that's the thing. That's where it would be awful. And like, Ed, if you open up that thing, if they could become popular and you open up that thing, you got nothing. Like cards, like, and you see, there's nothing worse than when someone will like tweet a picture of like, oh, I found my dad's card collection. And then someone will tweet like, worthless.
Yeah, dude. 1991 is the worst year.
Yeah.
Frank, you're up.
All right. This could be kind of like a fad or tech, but I think it was mainly because when everyone started getting their smartphones, this was like the first game that was like viral, and that's Angry Birds.
I like
They
it.
even made movies about this.
They did.
I mean,
Yeah.
Angry Birds, everyone was playing Angry Birds. And they had like spin-off games, special games, and now nothing.
I don't know.
Do they
I'll still
still
play it
even
on
make
planes here and there.
Angry Birds still exist?
You're still playing Angry Birds in 2026?
For like when I'm zipping through the back seat, like the TV on the back seat of planes, then I'll stop on that for a minute, and then I'll go to Texas Hold'em, and then I'll.
Yeah, that's the White Sox Dave game that I
Yeah.
associate you with when you always make yourself the big busty chick.
Yeah, she's hot. She's got red hair. She's really hot. She's a cartoon.
I do.
but
I
she
mean, that
is
was a
hot.
fun game. I liked Angry Birds. It was a fun game. The yellow one fucking flying across fast.
The bomb bird.
Bomb was great. Yep. That's a good pick. Huge. They sold like action figures.
They were everywhere. They made a cartoon for it, a movie cartoon.
Yeah.
I think Jason Sudeikis was the main bird. I might be wrong.
You're up again, Frank. Your last pick.
All right, I'm gonna go with a band who had one song that was a hit, and it was a big hit. And when this band came out, people were trying to say they were the next Beatles. And they had the #1 song in 1 year, right in the middle of the disco craze, this one rocking song. And that is The Knack and My Sharona.
Oh, that's a great
They were
pick.
supposed to be like, everyone said, this is them. This is the next big band. And then the 80s arrived and they're gone. Like, gone. I mean, they were the #1 song in 1979. Big hit. They're like a cover of all these magazines. The New Beatles, and gone. Nothing. You've never heard of The Knack anymore. Nothing. Just that one song.
Great
It
song.
was part of the popularity of the song because I believe they had a busty woman on the front of the album. I believe that was part of it. I
What
could
does
be
My
wrong.
Sharona even mean?
It's
that
a
a
woman.
It's a woman.
His girlfriend.
Yeah. I don't think I knew this is what they looked like. I'll be honest. Because I didn't know this is what they looked like.
I mean, reading some of the articles about them. They were supposed to be the next Beatles. Everyone said this is the biggest band ever. I mean, and then nothing. Like MTV generation, nothing. They were gone. Like nothing.
This was a US.
Hit.
This was 1958 through 2018, the all-time US Billboard chart charted 95. Charted #1 the year it came out, year end.
And then to have no follow-up at all. Nothing.
Parodied by Weird Al, obviously.
Yeah.
9 Coronas, I think it was.
My Corona.
No, My Bologna.
Oh,
Yeah, My Bologna. Yeah. There was also a Corona. Who did that though?
9 Coronas?
Yeah.
I don't know. I forget, but I remember that song.
I heard that you mentioned the Beatles, Frank. I heard this the other day, and this was wild to me. So if the Beatles started in 2020 at the start of the pandemic and were just putting out their first album, which was Please Please Me, they would have already released Let It Be, their last album, in 2026.
Well, that was
That's
their
how
marathon.
short their time was, which I didn't understand because you'd think they were like a 2 or 3 decade, but they were a 6-year run of putting out music.
Good example being Too Big, right? You just outgrow like
Probably, yeah.
the ability to be anything. You're just like it's
They were
just
so
stardom.
big
Just their bigness just became impossible for them to live with.
Yeah.
right.
All right, Jeff, you're up again.
So I'm gonna be very clear on this. We can't take anything from the other 4 categories, right?
Kind of no, but like I feel like fads and trends are kind of blending in with
Yeah,
miscellaneous.
yeah.
So
Yeah. I tried to go ahead.
Am I gonna? If I take an athlete, will I get DQ'd?
I don't think you could do that. Like I think
I
that
won't. Okay. This is a tough one. So I'm gonna go. God, there's one I want bad, but I'm gonna go with the one that I think is better. I'm gonna go Crystal Pepsi. Crystal Pepsi is I guess I think it's a fatter trend. I mean, that's a drink that they thought was going to be the greatest thing. It was a one-hit thing because it's like repopularized because like it popped back out again like maybe 10 years ago. Like they tried to come out with like a limited time run of it. What's that guy? LA Beast on YouTube, great food competitive eater. I think he like chugged an old Crystal Pepsi and just like vomited from it because it was obviously very expired. But Crystal Pepsi was what a wacky, out of an awesome marketing idea, right? It's clear Pepsi.
Yeah.
it did not last. I think 2 years, Frank, probably, right? Like,
It came out. It was popular for maybe about 6 weeks, and then people looked and went, you know, this actually sucks.
like Pepsi is good on its own. It's like so we don't need to make a clear version of it. A very fun and like I will say one of those things too that nobody really tries. Like this is not a thing that people try at all anymore. It's like that was happened once and that was it.
Which is kind of crazy because it feels like all these companies are trying wild shit nowadays.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that no one's done like a clear. And maybe it's because it's so associated heavily with that it's like it's not even worth giving it a spin. But yeah, Crystal Pepsi, Clear Pepsi. Might be a little older than some for audience, but I just think to me that's like that's such a miscellaneous like that came and went.
Yeah.
No one tried it again.
Yeah, for sure. Dave.
I am going to go with Miscellaneous. It's my last pick. I am going to go with CrossFit. I couldn't really think of anything that
it's not nearly as popular as it used to be. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you're onto something because like they had like the CrossFit Olympics and stuff on ESPN.
It still exists, obviously. There's still CrossFit gyms, but a lot of them have folded and closed down. They were on every corner for like a 5 or 7 year stretch in like the mid 2010s, I think, like 2015, 2017-ish. Then the pandemic hit and at-home workouts kind of killed that for them. But it was like there was CrossFit Bros, and it was one of those things where like if you did CrossFit, you made sure everybody you knew you did CrossFit. It kind of became a personality trait of a lot of people, and you just don't really hear about it anymore.
But it's always replaced, right?
Yeah.
Like right now, it's Pilates. Feels like girls are posting about Pilates all the time.
But it's like exercise stuff too. I mean,
it's like hot girl shit.
Yeah.
I think Pilates.
Like
I worked in a gym, like my summer of junior year of college or whatever, and Pilates was a big thing there.
Yeah, Pilates is always.
I'm not saying it hasn't always been there, but right now it feels like it's in a big trend with women.
I think it's always been a thing with women.
Yeah, I think so too.
And it's just
exercise stuff is so like Peloton is still popular, and their treadmills are very popular, but Peloton,
they were the
Peloton
pandemic
bikes.
king. Yeah,
people can't get rid of those fucking things anymore.
I got it. It's on my back deck right now. Yeah. No, it's not.
Shake weight. Remember the shake weights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of like the shake weights, but that was like a joke. I don't think anybody actually ever used those. I think it was just like the GIF in the meme that
Danny Conrad
people liked. Obviously, there's a bunch of other ones, but CrossFit's the most recent, and so that's when I rolled with. Just workout fads, I guess.
Okay. CrossFit's off the board. Chief, you're up.
I need Miscellaneous as well. Similar to Dave, where it's like I don't know exactly where this fits and if this is in the spirit or not, but I'm taking the Harlem Shake.
Yeah.
So the Harlem Shake.
Oh yeah,
2013 dance craze. I feel like it was.
Yeah, that's what it blends between fat and. I think that's perfect. Miscellaneous. Yeah, that's perfect.
And I remember like turning on ESPN one time, and they like show. I think it was the Miami Heat. And it was like LeBron and Chris Bosh and everybody doing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like everybody was doing the Harlem Shake for
the Mets had a video.
A month. For about a month.
I'm sure you loved that, Frank.
I think they're in a 10-game losing streak too.
Of course it was. Yeah. Well, you gotta change the vibe somehow, Frank. Yeah, so that's the pick, Harlem Shake. I don't know if that's, I didn't know what to
There's a lot of those, so it's hard to distinguish which one's the right one.
That
I feel like that to me, yeah, because then like TikTok became popular in 2020.
Yeah,
there's a million of those, but this is even like, this is before.
It was huge.
Yeah.
I would say there's like one or two that can compete with how popular that was.
There's one other one from the 90s that I think of.
Yeah.
But this is the pick.
Yeah. All right. I kind of want to take a dead guy for my last pick.
Take him.
Am I allowed to take a dead guy?
We'll see.
It depends.
Chief, I'm going to take your boy, William Henry Harrison.
This is the guy who was like, "Hey, you're too old to be running." I was like,
Wait. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let him have it. Whatever.
I'll show you
I mean,
guys. He got like hypothermia given his speech, right?
You know the funny thing about it is it's still the record, the longest inaugural speech ever. His inaugural speech on this cold, and the president inauguration back then was in March, was on a rainy, cold day. He didn't wear his coat, and it was the longest inaugural speech ever, and he got sick, like pneumonia, and then 41 days later, dead.
Yeah. We got John Tyler soon thereafter.
It's your boy. Quick flash in the pan. 32 days. In office.
March 4th, 1841 to April 4th, 1841.
Damn, he gave an hour 45-minute speech, Frank. You're right.
Trying to show that he wasn't too old.
Could you imagine how fucking pissed people were? I'd be like, dude, fuck you.
Dude, that had to be crazy when he died. 32 days later after that speech?
This is one of those things where I wonder how long it took someone in like Nebraska to be like, oh, okay. Like they hear about it like months later.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my guy. William Henry Harrison, Dave.
You should have gone James Garfield if you're going that route. Could have been an unbelievably good president.
You're a big Garfield guy?
Couldn't be. He didn't live long enough.
Yeah.
Got shot.
All right. That's it. Let's do honorable mentions. Let's start with musical artists. What do you have left, Frank?
Honorable mention, Debbie Boone. You Light Up My Life was like this, was number one for 13 weeks in 1977. And she basically did nothing the rest of her career. And her father is famous, but she never did anything else after that.
I don't really remember that one.
I don't think I do either.
Yep,
It
know
was
exactly
a
the
big
song.
hit. Let me put it that way.
You've heard the song.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Anything else, Frank, on that note?
Music?
Yeah, let's start with music.
There's a couple big ones, so we didn't have.
Yeah.
Who was that guy? Was it Jumanji or something like that? Or Jamiroquai?
Jamiroquai.
1, 2, 3 into the what? How does it go?
Virtual Insanity or something like that?
Mhm.
Yeah, he had he was a rapper in like 08.
Jamiroquai
no,
makes
this-
almost like disco
This is
music.
90s.
am I thinking
Virtual
of?
insanity always seems to.
Jeff, you got any left?
Couple huge ones. You talking just band and artist?
Yeah, we'll go in order.
Couple huge ones.
What do you got?
Fucking Lou Bega, the
Yeah.
Mambo number 5.
That was it.
That
That was
was
the obvious one.
Los Del Rio, Macarena, Eiffel 65, Blue, Dabba D, excuse
I
me.
almost took Macarena as my trend.
Yeah, that's
That-
the
Yeah,
one
that would have been. I think that would
referring
fit for
to.
trend.
Yeah,
totally.
Gautier, somebody that I used to know, love that song though. Daniel Powder, Bad Day,
yeah.
and then one of my favorite songs of all time. Actually, I thought you were going to take Frank, and I know people thought they'd be huge. Is Pet Shop Boys, West End Girls. I love.
Oh no,
that song.
they had more hits than that.
Okay, hey, if you're calling for Pet Shop Boys respect, then I will.
Credit to the Pet Shop Boys. Not a one-hit wonder.
The Proclaimers.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
one.
definitely Proclaimers.
Four Non-Blondes, What's Up?
Yeah,
That song is still it's getting to the point because it's a song on a commercial on CHSN right now, which is where the White Sox and Blackhawks and Bulls play, and they only have like 5 commercials for in between innings or periods or whatever. So Four Non-Blondes is on one of the songs, and I hear it 30 times a White Sox game, and it's getting to the point where I hate the song, which is unfortunate because I love that song.
yeah. The one I had for you, Dave, that I thought you would go with, To Be With You, Mr. Big.
Yeah, that's a great song. Yeah,
That's a good one. I mean, there's so many.
And I think a lot of people are probably being like Vanilla Ice. He was too relevant.
he
in
was
other
relevant.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was,
too relevant
He was a star.
elsewhere. He
Yeah.
stayed relevant.
Take On Me.
Yep. Who's that? Aha?
Yeah.
From Norway.
Baby Got Back, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, huge. Yeah.
Breakfast at Tiffany's. The guys who did the Friends theme song, that was their only song.
The Rembrandts?
The Rembrandts?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could do this all day. Wheatus.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
you definitely could do
draft
Wheatus.
on one hit wonders with music.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah,
originally proposing, but I think we would have been getting nitpicky towards the latter part
Video
of that
Killed the
draft.
Radio Star. Another one.
Yeah.
First ever music
Well,
video on MTV.
you know who was in that band that sung video is the radio star, right?
In the music video?
Yeah, in the music video. I think he was also part of the band.
I don't know.
Hans Zimmer.
Oh,
Oh.
no shit.
Interesting.
Legend.
Let's do movie star. Jeff, we'll start with you.
So the one that would have worked 4 years ago would be Josh Hartnett.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple that would have worked until like 4, 5, 6 years
Yeah.
ago.
Who?
Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah. Ooh, honestly.
But
Probably
he's had a
still
little
pick.
comeback as a
I still.
Yeah, but
think he
Hartnett
would
was
work.
in fucking Oppenheimer and then
Yeah.
starting an M. Night Shyamalan. So like, Haley Joel Osment would have been a great pick.
He's on my list.
There's a couple. Gabourey Sidibe from Precious, a book based on the novel
Okay,
Pushed by
that.
Sapphire. Chris O'Donnell, I kind of put on there.
Robin.
He's been in some
He
shows
was in
though.
so
He-
many rom-coms, though.
Chris O'Donnell was on NCIS.
Yeah, that's why I didn't have him. Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
Kind of flash in the pan.
Free Willy, he was TV, so
Chris
TV
Klein?
has a million episodes.
Oh, here's one.
Chris Klein, yeah.
What you call? Keanu Reeves became a big star. But
Yeah, Keanu Reeves definitely.
about Alex
He
Winston? What
he
about
popped back up and became huge.
Alex
If this was
Winston,
if we were doing movies only and like this was like a deep Oscars, like because nobody knows this guy, and this guy also like I think he still was in good big French stuff, but the definition of what Linsanity was this guy Jean Dujardin, who won Best Actor for the movie The Artist in 2000. Oh, that's bad. 11, 10, maybe 2013. The Artist. When did that win Best Picture? 2012, maybe. Anyway, Jean Dujardin won Best Actor. He hasn't been in fucking shit since then. But the movie Hollywood Star was really tough.
Yeah.
Roberto,
really
what was his name? Roberto Baggini there.
I feel like if you
Even like Hayden Christensen kind of back to being in like Star Wars stuff. So it's
Yeah.
like Roberto Benigni's a good one. That is a good one.
Jeff, has like the kid who played Ron Weasley ever done anything? I feel like you could go with a child star.
Yeah, that's
Here's my issue with this, and you could also you could in a way say Mark Hamill who played Luke Skywalker, but like he's fucking Luke, and like
Yeah.
I guess that is one hit, but he's been in so many Star Wars things, been other things as well. So my thing with
What do you
that
go
is
for
Rupert
that?
Grint was in 8 Harry Potter movies, and like that to me, it's like I don't know, it's just like that's too much success for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's too much success, even though it's the same character and it's one hit.
Yeah.
It's like that's a lot of movies.
no,
It's
for
like that
sure. Yeah.
for years. Yeah. The other one, Frank, you'll know this one, but I felt bad because he's gone through stuff. That's Jake Lloyd, who played Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace, who's getting better. He's better now. Apparently, he's got help. He's on the up and up. So shout out Jake
Let's
Lloyd.
go.
But
You
yeah,
know what's funny is, and I think it's because the sequels were so bad that episodes, especially episodes 8 and 9,
I
that
love Last Jedi.
the prequels now are loved.
Yeah, there's a lot of goalposts
The
moving
7,
there.
8, and 9, like 8 and 9 were
Doo doo.
I mean, somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah, the prequels are still dog shit in my eyes, but I get it. It's a goalpost move with nostalgia. Again, nostalgia's changed this category. This category is very tough because of nostalgia.
yeah.
There's a lot of people that have just become kind of popular again. Who
Like
I think,
Haley Joel Osment has had a little
Yeah,
resurgence.
but not really though. I'd still say he qualifies.
He would have.
Yeah,
been,
he
would've
definitely
been a good
qualifies.
pick,
He's
though.
What do
he's
you mean? He was in Entourage.
he plays himself though.
I know.
He was in Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was the
Yeah.
kid at the end of the movie. My name's Forrest.
He's also
Forrest
in
Gump.
Happy Gilmore too.
I haven't seen it.
I
Pauly
have
Shore, maybe Macaulay Culkin, probably for a while. Honestly,
Nah.
That
Wasn't
he's
he
relevant
in
again.
Silicon Valley too?
Macaulay Culkin though had some other
Who?
movies. He had a Good
Haley
Son.
Joel
Rich.
Osment.
yeah, Good Son was good.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, but again, it's like so many people have kind of revitalized where it's like you just don't think about it anymore.
Yeah.
I have Chris Kattan
Yeah,
and I have Christopher
one.
Mintz-Plasse.
I don't know who that is.
That's
McLovin.
McLovin.
So my guy
But he
Kenny.
was in the Kick-Ass movies.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
did
he was
that
in Role
Kick-Ass
Models.
and did Role Models. But that's you get like
Yeah,
Jeff
it's
said, you
kind
get
of-
like 3,
Yeah.
and then like after that, where do you go?
Yeah, that's what makes it right. It makes it tough. Yeah, it's actually a solid one.
Let's do trends/fads. Frank, let's start with you.
Mood rings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a good one.
Jeff, you got
None of my 5 were picked except for my own.
what do you got?
Furby,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Live Strong bracelets,
Yep.
Yep.
fidget spinners,
Yeah.
and Google Glass.
Okay. Yep.
I still use Google Glass
No, you don't.
to translate when I'm in a different country.
No,
yeah.
no. No, you're not using what I'm talking about.
These
The
these were
glasses?
like glasses.
Oh no, never mind. It's still called Google Glass.
Hold on a second. If White Sox Dave's walking around the office wearing Google, that'd
No,
be
I didn't even know
unbelievable.
that was a thing, honestly. But it's still
Yeah.
called Google Glass when you like.
It was
take
kind
a
of the first
picture.
wearable, right? Yeah, it did not last.
Yeah. Chief.
Like the silly bands.
Yep.
I don't
Yep.
know if this is still a fad, but it's a recent one. The Labubus.
Okay.
I don't know what those are.
I think
It's like
if
a
we did this
beanie
in
baby
5
for
years,
your
it'd be.
purse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with those. The new thing is the Nido or like those squishy dumplings. That's another thing. Those things are they make so much fucking money off those.
Yeah. That's really all I had for that.
There's a bunch of Pogs, Tamagotchi,
Pogs,
Razor
yeah.
scooters.
I got one that could probably be miscellaneous. It's not really a tech thing.
wheelies.
The
Heelys.
Reebok pump.
Heelys.
The Reebok pump.
Oh, the pumps.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good pick.
Those are big. You got
Talk
any?
about duping the public.
Yeah. I believe it.
I mean, what a fun.
On that note, when I was a kid, I think it was like 2nd grade, 3rd grade, something like that. LA Lights, LA
Yep.
Gear.
Yeah.
You'd
Like-
walk through the hallways of your elementary school, and the entire thing would be lighting up like it was.
Yeah. Those are sick.
Yeah, like a crime scene.
You got anything left, Dave? For fads?
Athletes, Mark
No,
Pryor.
trend/fads.
Trend/fads. Planking.
Mark McGuire.
Mark
Pryor.
McGuire, one rookie
Mark-
year, set the record for most home runs.
Mark
Oh, okay.
Pryor.
Well,
Mark Pryor.
Okay, I think say Mark McGuire. I almost free. That's my guy.
Planking and pogs that have not been said.
T-bowing was a
Pogs,
thing
yep.
too.
Yeah,
There
that-
is in the studio next to your left. There is about $100 of Pogs that Nick Trainey and I bought. If you want,
Nice.
if you want some Pogs.
You gotta check that out.
Any good?
Remember the little toy? Remember the homies?
Yeah, I love those. Those were sick.
Oh yeah, I bet you got. Oh Eddie, I bet you found a bag of homies when you went and you moved
Those-
out of your parents'
Those are
house.
great.
There's a really sad YouTube video of a guy who bought like $100,000 worth of homies for vending machines, and then the bubble. He's just got him in his basement.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I got the water bottle challenge. I have the mannequin challenge, which is the other one I was talking about. That was big.
Yeah.
And
Flanking.
selfie sticks. Feels like you don't really see those much anymore, and that was like a big.
They were so big they banned them from places. They're like,
Yeah.
no selfie sticks.
Yeah, people are dying. Like, take,
like trying to be on the edge of a cliff.
yeah, like falling in the Niagara Falls and shit.
Yeah.
Anyone have miscellaneous left, or is that kind of blind?
MySpace.
Yeah. I had like
two.
Threads,
Mm-hmm.
Blue Sky. Things are like the next big thing.
Threads. What Threads is the fucking worst.
I hate that. When
had
I'll
it
be
for like a
zipping
day.
through,
then
and I'll
If
click
you want
on
to, if
one
you
by
want to look up
mistake,
the
and
worst
it'll.
takes,
yeah.
Oh,
it's
you know,
the
on
worst.
Instagram or something like that, or like Facebook. And
yeah, it's their version.
you
Instagram,
accidentally click
Meta's
it.
version of Twitter. Yeah.
Get me out of this.
It's insanely lib. If we want.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's the worst collection of. Every now and
Yeah.
then, once a month I'll go on there and just be like a troll to somebody.
I've never done that. I'll hate read it here and there. I'm just like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are these people talking about?
I had Bill Belichick with the Jets, but that was probably too fast.
I got
The
a
two
lot. There's a
Tiger
lot.
King,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that might.
and
have
then
been-
the guy I wanted, one of the greatest moments in the history of politics, Howard Dean.
Oh.
Dean
Woo!
scream.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
good one. All right, athletes. Frank, let's start with you.
William Floyd. He's a guy who's kind of forgotten about. Played for the 49ers and
Yeah.
won this last Super Bowl.
Florida
And
State.
next year hurt his knee. And he was like poised to be like the next big like star running back, and he hurt his knee. And he was like a good fullback. That basically the Niners let Ricky Waters walk and go play for the Eagles, and he just did nothing the rest of his career. And in fact, his nickname was Bar None. He was like the best running back in the league, bar none. And then the injury, and he never was anything again after that.
And if
here's
he
another one.
was born maybe 30 years later, they fixed those injuries.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Brock played only one season in the NFL, was a CFL quarterback, played for the Rams, and then took the Rams to the NFC Championship game where they just got shut out by the Bears on the way to Super Bowl 20. And then he had an injury in training camp and never played again.
It's the sports encyclopedia at work right here.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that was not taken. I was going to take number 2.
Who?
I can't believe he didn't get taken.
Michael Carter Williams?
He got put on the fucking cover of Madden, Peyton Hillis.
Yeah, that was on my
Peyton Hillis is a one-hit flash-in-the-pan wonder legend.
I feel like
One 1,000-yard season for a shitty Browns team, and he beat out Michael Vick to get on the cover of Madden.
But that was a troll job, though. It was like an internet.
Oh yeah. No, there's. I will always defend it. There are a lot of Browns fans. Our team stinks. Our team sucks. But the Browns fans are very passionate. There's a lot of them, and it was. I remember it like the forums, Real Cavs fans, where I still post on Real Cavs fans. Great Cavs, Browns, Indians forum. People were like, we got to get Peyton Hillis on the cover of Madden, and it happened. He got announced on Sports Nation, hosted by Colin Cowherd and Michelle Beadle. It was a moment as a Browns fan.
I had him on
and that was
fantasy
it.
day.
He was my number 2 pick.
Drowning.
Say it again. Oh yeah.
Almost died saving himself from drowning.
Oh no.
David Tyree.
Yeah.
Literally one hit. That is a one play wonder.
Yep.
I thought Frank was going to take Buster Douglas.
I had him on my list, but I didn't know enough about him.
He was the first guy to beat Tyson.
Yeah.
And you can go deep in golf. Sean McKeel, one of my favorite golfers growing up, Ben Curtis. Do you remember what Ben Curtis's sponsor was, Frank?
No.
That's the guy that had the NFL sponsorship, so he'd wear the NFL, the local teams.
Oh, no. It was Payne Stewart did that.
Yeah, he did as well, but Ben Curtis eventually had it later on.
Ben Curtis. I remember Payne Stewart doing it.
Yeah, Payne Stewart is obviously not a one-hit wonder legend, but Ben Curtis won one major. So if he played in Illinois, if he played like Medina, he'd wear Bears stuff all week. If he played in Ohio, he'd alternate Browns, Bengals.
Here's a golfer that
John Vandevelde.
That won one major named Corey Pavin.
And one of
the smallest golfers that ever played, and he didn't. He got his one win just before the big hitters came in, and because he had like the shortest drive in golf to ever like win anything major tournament.
Ryder Cup captain eventually, Corey Pavin.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Jean Vandevelde lost, but he was, the guy he lost to, Paul Lawrie, another one, in and out, gone. Golf, there's a lot of them. A lot of Open and PGA Championship winners can be one-hit wonders.
Who was it? That was Michael Chang was a tennis player who had won the French Open and nothing after that.
I feel like, because this is I liked tennis as a kid in the 90s. I feel like he just existed at the wrong time because he was going up against Sampras and Agassi, and it was like he would always get to the semis and lose to one of them is how I remember that, but I could be wrong.
Rich Beam, it's another one.
I got some.
Chief?
Oh yeah, golf and tennis, you could probably go fucking deep.
Yeah. How about Brian LaHare, 2012 Cubs All-Star first baseman. He was playing in Japan the next year.
All-Star game.
Yeah. So
whenever I fucking play any video game, I don't know why, any baseball video game, I always traded for Brian LaHare right out of the gates. In that era, that 1 or 2 year, I always wanted. I don't know why. I thought he was.
Very
I tried
solid.
to make Moneyball teams.
Yeah.
I'd always want LaHare.
He was the
and
guy.
Sidney Ponson. Those are my guys in video games.
A hockey one, a name that you know, Jonathan Chichu.
Oh yeah, that was a good pick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 56 goals playing with Joe Thornton one year, never scored 30 again.
Yeah.
Who else do I have on this?
Jonathan
What's he
Chichu.
from? Moose Jaw, Ontario.
Something like that. Yeah, or Saskatchewan or something.
Would Jean-Sébastien Giguère be considered that, or was he successful for longer than that?
No, he was a very good goalie for a long time, but he had that one
Okay.
playoff run where he
Right.
won the Conn Smythe on a losing team, which is
the goalie that had 3 shutouts in the finals didn't get the finals.
Yeah.
He was such a sensation, though, right?
yeah. Oh, he was unbelievable.
That'll
He was
always bother me.
he was a very good goalie for a long time. There are a couple goalies that you could have in this list. There's a guy named Jim Carey who played for the Capitals in the 90s.
He was actually on my list.
Okay, so he won the Vezina for best goalie in the league. Was never a full-time starter again after that, and he was Jim Carrey at the Ace Ventura era. So you had 2 Jim Carreys.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny is his goal mask actually had
The mask.
The mask.
on it.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
That's awesome.
The Hamburglar, who was another goalie who had an insane run.
Andrew Hammond.
Andrew Hammond, yeah.
Andrew Hammond, towards the end of his career, after his little burst, played a couple games for the Devils 2022.
Yeah, so he with it was the Senators, right? Where in 2015 he went 21-2 with a 941 save percent, insane, and then was never a starter again. Those are the only 2 hockey ones I had. What about?
I put down 2. There was one soccer one that I knew you like. Fucking USA, Julian Green. 1 goal in the World Cup, was going to be the next guy.
Yeah.
Never again.
I
I also put down
think Freddie
Greece,
Adu
2004,
on there.
Euro-winning Greece.
Guy who never did anything in the NHL.
What's that?
There was one guy in NHL who was on the cover of Sports Illustrated for his debut game and played maybe less than 20 games his whole career. And I'm talking about Jim Craig.
Oh, Jimmy. Yeah. You could probably pick that whole team, or a lot of the guys on that team.
Jimmy Craig.
How about, I didn't know if this would quite fit because his career was longer than I thought when I looked it up, but his peak was he was a sensation. It was Dontrell Willis.
Yeah. That same thing.
Yeah.
I assumed that it was kind of just off a cliff and he was done, but he kind of dragged it out a little bit. It was almost 10 years.
When I was
One of the cooler pitchers of that
Oh,
era.
yeah.
for sure. So
The sideways hat.
yeah,
You know
I
he's
don't.
going to be seen as a flash in the pan, and it just gets me how his career, how he just faded so fast. And he was a top pick in the MLB draft, rookie of the year his first year, MVP his second year, took the Cubs to the World Championship. And I'm talking about Chris Bryant.
Yeah.
He'll definitely count a decade from now.
I think Chris Bryant is in a phase where he is underappreciated and it'll come back around
Why?
because he won the World Series for the Cubs.
No,
But
but
that-
he was an
Not the way
MVP.
that it was
everything 17, 18, and after when he got paid.
Oh yeah, sure, but I guess I'm arguing something separate.
Yeah,
So I'm
but-
saying in Chicago right now.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, he was MVP of the
Oh,
league.
he's going to be beloved forever in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's
Just
kind of not right now.
It's one of the worst contracts ever signed.
He's a bum. He's a loser. No, he
Hurt,
is.
dude. He can't, dude. He's super, he can't walk
But
around
he-
without without
He was always the guy who
He's not a winner.
Yeah,
He was on a winning team.
he's got a
No, I'll defend Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant's the man.
okay.
Chris Bryant's the man.
Cody Bellinger had a resurgence for a while. I thought Cody Bellinger.
Cody
was the same
Bellinger's an
exact thing.
all-star this
Actually-
year.
Actually,
I know. I'm saying but there was a bit for it was Belly
he-
might be the same thing.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
he had a really good year with the Cubs, and then he left, and then I think he sucked again. And
He was
now he's
horrific
No.
for the
Yankees. Was it the Yankees?
Dodgers.
Hey,
Johnny
good this
Unitas
year.
right now. He's actually having a very good year for the Yankees.
He was an all-star.
So he's a player that's had he's been the Yankees' top player, especially with Judge being out since June.
I've got a couple, Frank, and I'm curious on your opinion on one of them in particular. So I said Michael Carter Williams won the Rookie of the Year. Largely kind of fell off after that. I have Jeff Francoeur,
Yeah.
who kind of started really hot, and then Frank, what do you think about Matt Harvey?
That would have been a good one. I didn't think of that.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, dude.
With the dip hanging out of his lip.
The injuries.
Yeah,
Kind of. You can make the case for the Thor as well.
yeah.
Him too, yeah.
The injuries. The 2015 Mets pitching rotation. DeGrom's the only one who's stuck. He's the only one that's left.
Yeah, who would have ever thought that Zach Wheeler would be the second best guy out of all those guys, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't even on 2015.
He was
He
later.
had 2 years for Tommy John surgery. He had Tommy John surgery. He missed all of 15, all of 16.
Mm-hmm. Pretty crazy.
Two AFC North QBs, Derek Anderson for the Browns had that crazy year.
Yeah.
Tommy Maddox.
Yeah, that's your guy.
Tommy Maddox is
Tommy
right
Maddox,
before
he played-
Roethlisberger, right?
Yeah.
Tommy
XFL.
Maddox won the XFL championship.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
For the LA Extreme or San Francisco Demons? Who was it?
LA
I think it was the LA Extreme.
The LA Extreme.
Um,
And you know what? Tommy Maddox, you want to talk about a draft pick that ended up blowing up in someone's face. Dan Reeves drafted him like in the first round of like the 1991 draft and alienated John Elway to the point where basically John Elway went to Broncos management and said that you either fire him or you trade me.
I think they had a trade in place. Like he was going to trade him to the Redskins. I feel like I watched like a documentary short.
Yeah, Reeves wanted to get rid of Elway, and
Yeah.
basically the Broncos ownership finally said, "Okay, we got to let Reeves go," and Reeves ended up going coaching the Giants for a few years.
Yeah.
all right, I'm going to read off the list, then we'll vote someone off. So if you got a piece of paper or write it on a blank text on your phone, Frank, Jeff, and then we'll get out of here. All right, Frank, Mark Fittridge, Linda Blair, Pet Rock, Angry Birds, The Knack. Jeff,
What was his last one? I'm
The
sorry.
Knack, my Sharona.
Oh, okay.
Jeff, Jeremy Lin, Baha Men, Barkad Abdi, Beanie Babies, Crystal Pepsi, White Sox Dave, Edward Furlong, Vine, Edwin McCain, Brady Anderson, CrossFit, Chief, NFTs, Jack Gleason, Dexy's Midnight Runner, Matt Flynn, Harlem Shake, Eddie, John Heater, Clubhouse, Josh Gordon, Chumbawamba, William Henry Harrison. Write it down. Do what you got to do. Jeff, who do you have?
Wait, hold on. You got. Can you read the last two again? Tough.
Chief was NFTs, Jack Gleason, Dexy's Midnight Runners, Matt Flynn, Harlem Shake. Mine was John Heater, Clubhouse, Josh Gordon, Chumbawamba, William Henry Harrison. Frank, are you ready? Do you got yours?
Yeah, mine was my five were Mark Fittridge.
No, who do you,
No,
who do you think had the worst
Who
one,
had the
Frank?
worst list? Do you know?
I think I'm gonna go with Eddie.
All right, so one for me. Jeff, who do you got?
I'm gonna go Dave. It was
One
between
for
Dave
Dave.
and Eddie.
Chief,
I
who do
like
you got?
Chiefs a lot.
You probably can't see it, but I voted for Eddie as well.
I voted for Ed as well.
I voted for Frank, so I'm off with 3. All right.
There wasn't like a bad draft.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I think everyone
they're
picked.
all
There was
good.
a lot of
Yeah.
good picks there.
And I enjoyed the William Henry Harrison pick. for the record.
Thank you. Yeah, it was tough to vote.
Yeah.
I was just unfamiliar with a few Franks. All right then, Frank. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's today's Snake Draft.
I have to add to the list.
Thanks everybody for listening. We will see you
All right.
all
Good night.
tomorrow.